CPU. It stands for Central Processing Unit, and it is the part of a computer that actually does the thinking. Every calculation, every instruction, every action you take on a computer passes through the CPU at some point. It reads instructions from software, processes them, and sends results elsewhere. Modern CPUs contain billions of tiny transistors packed into a chip roughly the size of a postage stamp. The number of cores a CPU has determines how many tasks it can handle at the same time, which is why a processor with 8 cores feels noticeably faster than one with 2 when running demanding software. Motherboard. It is the large flat circuit board that everything else plugs into. Think of it as the central nervous system of the computer. It does not do much processing on its own, but it connects every component and allows them to communicate. The CPU sits on it, the RAM slots into it, storage drives connect to it, and power runs through it. The motherboard also controls things like how fast data moves between components, and which types of hardware are compatible with the system. Choosing the right motherboard matters more than most people realize, because it determines what upgrades are possible later. Random access memory is where your computer stores information it is actively using right now. When you open a browser, a document, or a game, that data gets loaded into RAM so the CPU can reach it quickly. A hard drive or SSD holds data permanently, but accessing it takes time. RAM is much faster, which is why having more of it allows you to run more things at once without slowdown. It is temporary by nature. When the computer powers off, everything in RAM disappears. Most everyday computers today come with somewhere between 8 and 16 gigabytes, though creative and professional workloads often demand more. HDD. A hard disk drive is the older sibling of the SSD, and it is still widely used. Inside the casing, there are spinning magnetic platters and a read-write arm that moves across them to find data. Not entirely different from how a record player works. Because of those moving parts, HDDs are slower and more vulnerable to shock or drops. However, they remain popular for one simple reason. They offer a large amount of storage at a low price. Many people use an SSD for their operating system and frequently used programs, then use an HDD to store large files like videos or archives where speed matters less. PSU, the power supply unit, converts the alternating current from your wall outlet into the stable direct current that computer components need. It distributes power across the system through a set of cables, each delivering the right voltage to the right component. A low-quality or underpowered PSU can cause instability, crashes, or in rare cases, damage to other components. CPU cooler. Because processors generate a significant amount of heat during operation, something needs to pull that heat away before it causes damage or forces the chip to slow itself down. Most CPUs come with a basic cooler in the box, a small fan attached to a metal heatsink that sits directly on top of the processor. More demanding systems use larger aftermarket coolers or liquid cooling setups where a pump moves coolant through tubes to carry heat away from the chip and release it through a radiator. Keeping temperatures under control is not just about protecting hardware, it also allows the CPU to run at its full speed consistently, rather than throttling back when things get warm. Case. The computer case is the enclosure that holds everything together. It provides structure, airflow, and protection for every internal component. Cases come in different sizes depending on how large the motherboard is and how many components need to fit inside. Beyond physical space, a well-designed case manages the flow of air through the system, pulling cool air in from the front and pushing warm air out the back or top. Poor airflow inside a case can cause temperatures to rise across every component, even with good individual coolers. The case is often the part of a build that people see and touch most, which is why design and build quality tend to matter as much as function for many users. Network card. A network card, sometimes called a network adapter, is what allows a computer to connect to other devices and to the internet. In most modern computers, this functionality is built directly into the motherboard rather than being a separate card. Wired network adapters use an Ethernet cable to create a stable, fast connection. Wireless adapters, often called Wi-Fi cards, communicate through radio signals and allow the computer to connect without any physical cable. Dedicated network cards are still used in situations where speed or range beyond what the motherboard provides is needed, particularly in gaming setups or environments where a reliable, low-latency connection is critical.